Hey Cancer, this is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your tarot reading for the month of April. Alright, thank you guys for being patient as I get these out. If you watch my dailies, you know my internet has been doing some strange things. Final days of retrograde. Thought I was going to make it through. Anyway, this is going to be a general reading for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My only ask for these readings, because they are general, is that you take them as they resonate. Don't try to force it. If you have to fudge too many details, that message just wasn't meant for you. You may resonate with all the decks, you may resonate with one of them. Who knows? Just take it as it resonates. Because it's general, I do recommend that you watch the videos for all of your signs. I always watch my Sun and my Rising. I think those are the most important. So do with that info what you will. But if you're drawn to watch any of your other videos, please, by all means, go for it. If you don't know your natal planets, you can get that done for free online. I usually recommend Astrolab or astrologycafe.com. So feel free to go there, check it out, get your info, and then come back and you can watch the videos you feel drawn to. Big key is that you just take it as it comes, all right? I'm gonna tilt it down so we can look at some cards. All right, everybody see that? Perfect, yay. All right, so I have a couple oracle decks here and then a tarot deck. Telling you, struggle is hard. Struggle is hard, struggle is real. So we're gonna pull from our oracle decks to get a little peek at what's going on in our month, and then we'll get our main message from a tarot deck at the end. All right, so Spirit, who is helping Cancer as they continue to grow and evolve personally and spiritually through the month of April? Oh, that's a really high one. All right. So Cancer starting out strong. We got Ancestor Spirit. So this is the White Eagle. Prompt reads, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So this could mean many things. This could mean family that is present in this lifetime. For me, a lot of times this is someone from the other side, someone who you had a really close connection to, someone you shared a really special bond, coming to help you out with something. To me, this card is always about healing. It's definitely a really powerful, I'm going to shuffle everything over. It's definitely a really powerful healing moment. And I almost want to say this is especially going to be for my Cancer males out there. I almost feel like this is like father, grandfather, son. Like this is a male kind of cycle that's kind of running through. And of course, it doesn't have to be gender specific. If you're resonating with that, my females, maybe you had a close relationship with your father, your grandfather, can still apply to you, but I definitely feel a really strong male presence. So I think if this is someone on the other side, it is definitely a male that you had a close connection to. Or maybe there was some cycle that this person was a part of, and now they're kind of helping you to resolve it in this lifetime so that you can break the pattern. I almost want to say it's like karmic releasing, but it's not necessarily only your karma. Like I feel like this has been something that's gone through a couple generations, that someone is coming back to kind of help to break and release. All right, so key there, healing, and healing specifically with a family member, possibly or probably a male family member. The major healing and releasing, which I like. I'm actually into that. What is going on with my Cancers concerning love and relationships? All right, Cancer, it is safe for you to love. Prompt reads, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I almost want to say, so this is mostly true for my single Cancers, but I think it applies for both, whether you're single or in a relationship. For my single Cancers, I think this is really a reflection of maybe you've been having a hard time in the dating scene. Maybe from the apps, like you're like not getting responses, or the responses you're getting are kind of meh, maybe you're getting ghosted, all that kind of stuff. That I think whatever's going on, maybe is affecting your own personal self-image. It's making you think maybe a little negatively. Don't let that happen to you. I think this card is coming up. It's like it's not like the scene is too hard. It's not that you're not worthy to be playing this field. To me, this is when that happens. A lot of times, when you're in that situation, not often is it your fault. Usually, the other person didn't want to give it a chance. The other person had their own issues and they weren't even ready, or they're just not the right person. So don't start letting that affect you if you are my single Cancer. For my couples out there, or my Cancers that are in a relationship, I almost feel like if you have any doubts about your partner, and not necessarily that they're like, misbehaving or doing anything like that. If you are getting that inclination, though, it definitely applies. But I think this card is kind of coming up like whatever doubts or fears you're having, they're not grounded. There's no reason for them. It's that self-doubt playing in the back of your mind. It's that inner saboteur that's just trying to mess everything up. This card is popping up to be like, hey, you know what? Just be open, just be honest, be authentic, give love. It is going to come back to you. And as a Cancer, that's what you're amazing at, is giving love, right? Giving love and nurturing, making people feel good. Again, if you extend that, it will return to you. So know that you have nothing to fear. All right? Beautiful card in that spot. All right, Spirit. What does Cancer need to know about work and finances for the month of April? Month of April, work and finances. Another high one. Cancer, you guys are cutting pretty high today. Nice. All right. I am stoked by this. So, 7 of Earth. This is the 7 of Pentacles. I actually haven't gotten this card yet in this deck. It's a beautiful image. All right, so 7 Pentacles coming up in this position. Great little nod for you guys. I don't know why I'm so fixed on adjusting everything. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you guys are having real particular energy this month. I don't know. But 7 of Earth. To me, this is beautiful. To me, the 7 of Earth in this position really talks about you've done all the work. You've been working on kind of manifesting. This could be a new job. This could be, a pay raise. Just a certain level of income, possibly. Whatever it is, your work, all the work's been done. You've done what you needed to do. The setup has been done. 7 of Earth is about patience and waiting. But it's waiting because all the work has been done. Now we're just waiting for the crops to ripen. We're waiting for the tree to bear fruit. But you've tilled the soil, you planted, you watered, you fertilized. All of that has already been set up. So your efforts, whatever you've been working on, your efforts haven't been in vain. Maybe they're still manifesting, they're still growing, they're still ripening. But take this as confirmation that what you've put out and what you've started, what you've been working on, will bear fruit. Harvest time is coming. All right. And when I say harvest time, I almost think like full results are going to be coming in the fall. Like even looking at the color palette, I know this is a fairy, but you've got like autumn leaves, they're kind of orange. You've got like leaves falling on the ground. So I almost want to say whatever you've been working on, give it till fall. Like the fall season, I think, is when literally harvest time. It's kind of funny how that lines up, but literally harvest time, I think, is when you're really going to start seeing some major things. But know that things have already been set in motion. All right, you may not see them. It may be happening behind the scenes. It may be happening just unknown to you, but they're happening. Be okay with that. Allow whatever is coming into fruition. Allow it to just happen. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay. I think that's a big thing. It's like, I think that don't stress so much. Like literally what you've started is going to, mature and grow and ripen. There's no need to keep like, oh my God, maybe we should try another breed. Maybe we should go buy more seeds. Maybe we should buy more land so we can till more soil so we have more crops. What you have is fine. Just give it some time. All right. I'll do one more. Oh. I don't know why I wanted to shuffle it differently that time. That was weird. All right, Spirit. What is the most important thing Cancer needs to know about the month of April? Okay. Oh, a little too far over. Boom, there we go. You guys can sit right here. All right. Love this. So, Prince of Wands. Absolutely love this card. So I think this could be someone coming in. This could definitely be a fire sign you're working with, or maybe coming into you know, your little sphere. I think this is really you, Cancer, which I know makes a funny because it's a fire sign. But I think this is you and your drive and your passion. You're really motivated to, I want to say, change. I want to say you're motivated to move forward. You're motivated for something new and for some excitement. You know, and I think that's why the Seven of Earth is showing up. You have this drive, like you want to do something, you want to do something different, you want to expand, you want to grow. When really you've done the work. This motivation has already done what it needed to do. So, you know, it's kind of funny, you have all this energy to go do it, you know, and the advice is, hey, chill out, wait. We've got healing to do. Maybe open yourself up to some, you know, emotional, and honestly, I was going to say healing, but it's more like benefits. Like, I think if you kind of open yourself up to that, you know, you will receive a lot more. The time for work, you know, you've kind of done the work. So I feel like we're kind of sitting. I'm actually going to move this over. So in the video, you guys see it from left to right. So we'll just keep shuffling them over as we go along. But I think this Prince of Wands is really speaking to your drive and motivation. Even like his gaze, he has that like, hopefully it'll focus, but he has that little like fireball almost coming out of his eyes. Let me see if I can get it to come on. There we go. So you can see he's got that fireball like coming right out of his eyes. I feel like that's you, like eyes on the prize, like laser focus on what it is you've been working on, trying to manifest. Yeah, I feel like that's really what's going on here. So this is you focus, and of course you're focused because here you are with the Judgment card. You know, knowing your purpose, knowing what you want to do, you have a specific mission in what you're trying to accomplish. So why wouldn't you be all gung-ho about making it happen? Six of Cups could be something you've wanted for a very long time. This is a card of nostalgia. To me, it's really speaking to the emotional connection you have to this calling, to this new mission, to this purpose, which, you know, being a water sign and being a cardinal water sign, emotion to you is a powerful motivator. So again, you feel emotionally connected to this. The emotions are driving the motivation. It makes perfect sense. Like, you're truly fired up and ready to run. Ooh, and look at that. 10 of Swords. Stress. Defeat. I'm not getting betrayal. To me, this... I'm getting that this is something that, and I say we because I'm also a Cancer, I almost think this is something that we've maybe done to ourselves. We've been running incredibly hard and maybe making tons of promises and accepting way more than we should that may have possibly just kind of burned us out, especially mentally. I think mentally we're a little fatigued right now. And I want to say it's from stress and worry and fear and doubt. And oh my God, how do I make this happen? Oh my God, I need to be doing this, but I need to be doing that. Oh, but I can't quit that until I do that. You know, like I feel like there's so much like anxiety and worry. Maybe that's why I keep fidgeting. Like there's just so much. I want to say it's worry, and I almost want to say it's worrying about so many little things. It's not even big picture stuff. Like I feel like the big picture stuff, you know, is pretty clear and we're feeling good and positive and motivated about. But there's all these like little things that we keep worrying about, that it's all these tiny things building up that are just driving you literally crazy. Like literally crazy. Love this. And then we have the Princess of Cups. So again, more emotional, you know, feeling. To me, this is a very intuitive card. To me, I think this is what happens after, you know, we run ourselves literally to death. I think mentally, you're reaching this point of just exhaustion. And again, I think a lot of it is because you have this drive, you have this motivation, you want to go do. You know, middle of the month, maybe even the beginning of the back half of the month, all of this drive to want to do and want to physically do something, I think maybe gets the better of you mentally, where it starts exhausting you and you're getting some fatigue. I think after you've kind of reached this point, then your natural, it's kind of like you exhaust the mind, so the mind can't even like think of another word, where then you have to go back into your heart, you have to go back into your feelings with this Prince of Cups. You have to tap into your intuition again. It's not about the mind. And one thing I like about this card, you can see, I'm gonna cover that. So if I cover her face, like she's vibrant and colorful and exuberant, and then you look at her head and it's, to me it's almost like pale, like it's black and white, and there's this like dark kind of situation going up over her crown. It's almost kind of like you have to run yourself till your mind is completely running on empty and can't overpower the heart and the feelings and the emotional body. And it's once you step back into your natural state with the feeling and the intuition and the inner wisdom, versus trying to do things on a logical, analytical way. It's once you tap back into that intuition, then your true guidance comes in. Here we have the Alien. Alien takes the place of the Hermit card in this deck, and to me it elevates it a little bit. You think of like ancient aliens, when they dealt with past civilizations, they came to, teach about agriculture, technology, to, give you some type of advancement. That's what the Alien card, is doing here. So it could also stand for a Virgo. I'm not going to deny that. It could totally be a Virgo coming in. But here, this is the message on how you actually achieve this and how you get closer to this divine calling. So if I can shorten this in any way, like if I can get you to this point faster, it is not to stay cerebral. It is not to process on an analytical level. The key, especially for you, Cancer, you're an intuitive being. The key to you is to go into your heart, check in with your intuition. That's where your guidance is, not from, it's not going to be studying, it's not going to be external. This is going to be an internal, divine, orchestrated message to help you understand this. The longer you try to do it, through like human logic and through the mind, the longer you're just going to exhaust yourself and stress yourself out. So I definitely take some time this month. I would almost say, several times. Do it quite often this month. Just to sit in silence and check in with your intuition. Stay truly connected to it. That's where you're going to get the guidance. The longer you stick here, the longer you're just going to stress yourself out. And again, we already have, to me these are almost kind of similar. The Alien coming versus, an ancestor coming in to help give you guidance. This Princess of Cups, checking in with your intuition, staying grounded, and staying as one, staying connected is going to be your key to success this month, Cancer. And like I said, the hard stuff has been done. The work's been done. Whatever you've been working to manifest has already been planted, and it's growing and maturing. Don't worry about it anymore. That part's been done. So you can shift focus from there, and ease in, listen to your guides, meditate. I think it's going to be a beautiful thing for you. And you can do that in any way. It doesn't have to be, sitting on the floor cross-legged, doing ohms. You can meditate a multitude of ways. It could even be just being outside, going to the beach, being in the water, taking a walk in the park, going on a hike. Any way that makes you just feel connected and one. All right? Love it. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. Love you guys so much. Again, thank you for being patient as I sorted out how to get these videos up to you. I wanted to have them up like Monday. Obviously, that wasn't the case. So again, thank you for being patient. Thank you for coming and watching this video. Especially if you're new, I hope you subscribe and join our little family here. And as always, the best part of this channel is being able to connect with all of you guys. Absolutely love it. If you have anything to share or questions for me, drop it in the comment section below. You can also DM me on Instagram. If you want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box. Love you guys so much, Cancer. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.